What's up, humans? How's it hanging? I'm the Nerdy Beard, and welcome back to World of Warplanes. And today I have the Beaufighter, the Tier 5 British Heavy Fighter. And look at the size of this thing. What an absolute beast of an aircraft. I thought the Blenheim was big, but my goodness, is this thing a monster. And when you compare it to the Tier 5 fighter, the Spitfire 1, look at the difference. It is an absolute monster, and it definitely plays like that as well. This machine is an absolute damage dealer. It is kind of slow, which you can expect with all the armament and the sheer size of it. But my goodness, if you get behind something, it does not stay in front of you and living for very long. It is brilliant, and I've had a lot of fun playing in this machine. It can be a little difficult sometimes, I will have to say. Start of the video here, you get targeted a lot. People will see the bow fighter coming in and do a lot of work to get around behind you and underneath you and to take you out. So definitely expect to be shot down a lot in this aircraft, guys. But the sheer amount of damage that you can do and the excellent boosting speed that's a feature of the heavy fighters means that you are still going to have plenty of time in your game to get out, get your kills, get your sector points, and have a good high scoring game. So, yeah, I mean, look how good it is. Like the model of it as well. It's just an awesome looking plane. Before we get into anything else, it just is great to look at. So we're just going to jump into the upgrades here, guys, and there's a lot going on with this aircraft. So we've got three engines, one that you come with the Tier 5, the Hercules 3, and you get up to the Hercules 6 there with the Tier 6 engine. And as with the Blenheim, you have the same airframe for the entire way through. So very high survivability, good amount of hit points, but no way to upgrade that, unfortunately. But you still have plenty of hit points and plenty of time to escape if you're in a bit of trouble. Now, this is where this aircraft really shines. Four 20mm cannons and six 303 Browning Mark II machine guns. That is 10 forward-firing guns. It is absolutely insane. And as with the Blenheim as well, those Hispano cannons, which are the same ones, I think, or same type of gun anyway, that are mounted on the Spitfires, these do not overheat anywhere near as quick as they do on the fighters. I'm not sure how that works. Maybe just having the much bigger aircraft makes a difference. I'm not sure, but it certainly does, and you can put out a tremendous amount of damage to whatever is in front of you, and to ground targets as well. So four autocannons makes it very easy to take out those ground targets. So your opportunities to score points in this aircraft are very good, and there's a lot of them. And what is an awesome feature of this as well, four 303 Browning machine guns in the rear turret. And this turret can spin 360 degrees. So if it's tracking a target in front of you, that means you get four more machine guns firing forwards at whatever it is you're shooting at. That is an absolutely tremendous amount of guns that you can be doing damage with. And as it is also a heavy fighter, you get two 500-pound bombs, which is the upgrade. Now, that's a big bomb. That'll take out just about anything that's underneath you. And something that I haven't actually played with before. I just before I started making this video, I actually just unlocked them. So that was the last thing that I left to go on this aircraft, and you get 8 wing-mounted rockets as well. So if you thought that 10 guns firing forwards, two 500-pound bombs, the potential for having 4 more machine guns firing forwards, you also now get 8 rockets to do with as you please. That is phenomenal. And so far, I haven't mounted any equipment yet. I haven't really felt the need, as with most things at these lower tiers. There really isn't any need for it. Extra 10% damage firing forward. Yeah, that's maybe a 10% accuracy. Sorry. With your guns, that might come in handy to boost your scores a little bit. But I find in this aircraft specifically, making that many combat points in the game, that really an extra 10% isn't going to make a whole lot of difference. But if you feel that your accuracy is something that you're suffering with, then maybe go ahead and mount that equipment. I'm thinking probably from tier 7 onwards, I'll start looking at the equipment just to give me that little bit more of an edge against the players who are more advanced into the game. Alrighty, and moving right along into the service, and yeah, no surprises here. I've pretty much gone with everything as per my usual setup. Universal ammunition for that extra chance of fire and a little bit more damage. The two 500-pound bombs and the rockets, they just resupply themselves automatically, no options there. And the manual fire extinguisher, the pneumatic restarter, and the control surface trim. Now, Before we jump into the battle, guys, I will say that these engines do have a tendency to get knocked out. They are very big, and they seem to be part of the model there that's just a little bit more vulnerable. And it even says here on the right-hand side, large dimensions and vulnerable engines. So be prepared and be aware that you're probably going to be flying around some courses of your battles on one engine. So when you burn off your pneumatic restarter, just remember just to keep an eye on what's happening around you. So don't burn that repair off until you've made your way safely clear of whatever engagement you're in. Generally, the vertical with the boost is the way to go in this aircraft, so you don't end up knocking off that consumable and then having your second engine getting taken out. It can be very frustrating, and I learnt the hard way that means that you are into the respawn queue very quickly if you are too hasty on using your restarter here for one engine, and then obviously the other one gets knocked out too. Alrighty, I think that's about enough fanboying over this aircraft. I'm going to hit the battle button, jump into a game, and I will catch you in a sec. Alrighty, and we are in game. And looks like there's a map with 5 points to capture, so plenty of work to do, and hopefully we get to show off some of the features of this aircraft. So I'm just going to line up here and drop some bombs, because why not? They're there. Let's see how we go, and let's find something to show off these cannons. So it looks like our first target is just here underneath us, and here we go. Get the aim right, and watch the damage go. So, hey, my accuracy was a little bit rubbish there. I might turn here and try that again. But you can see there, the few hits that I was scoring was just causing absolute havoc with that aircraft. Let's see if maybe we can get something here and just think about my my lead here, and we can hopefully get some damage done. So plenty of boost time that'll help us catch up, and there it goes. That aircraft is out, and that's the capture done. Sorry, we're a little tongue-tied today. We're still a little excited from the intro. Alrighty, so we're going to go across and get that airfield, get us a second spawn point a bit closer to the enemy, and it is also a repair airfield, so we'll get some health back, and hopefully it won't take us too long to get over there, and we should be well into this game. We got to 1 point each, and it won't be too long until we are able to capture this second one. So it looks like by the mini-map there that most of the team has gone straight for the middle and left these 2 points alone. So there might be 1 or 2 aircraft over here, which we will take out quickly, and hopefully then, if our guys down the bottom here can push straight through to here, we'll be very dominant in this game very early. Okay, so what have we got here? Got somebody coming my way. I think I can send you back to the respawn screen. Look at that. Only a few hits scored there and tremendous damage done. Alrighty, so we got another one coming straight in. And it looks like we've set a fire as well. Oh, and there's that lack of maneuverability coming in, but we've done enough damage to him to cause him to basically just have to wait until his game was over. Alright, well, we've got someone on our tail here, but I'm going to get this guy out. Oh, and yeah, we're taking some damage, so time to go. Let's get vertical, and let's get out of this engagement. Look at those 4 machine guns going there. Alrighty. Something that I definitely learned from getting hammered in the Blenheim there, that's helping me in this game. The extra few hit points you get at the tier 5 certainly makes a difference in your escape, and I definitely needed to do that. Okay, so what have we got going on here? So now we need to be assaulting to get this point captured. And, I'm in a little bit of trouble. Everyone's after me. Alright, so we got the heavy defense fighter there. Let's get around him and take this other guy out. I'm thinking maybe it might just be worth letting them shoot me down and getting a fresh aircraft now, actually. Yep, okay. So that was a Spitfire over there. But we got some work done very quickly. And yeah, the enemy team getting their stuff organised very quickly. So I'm not really sure what my team's up to. I was there pretty much by myself by the look of it. But we've got some work done. So we're almost up to 4,000 combat points already. And with 4 kills and 1 sector. So we need to be pushing ahead now and trying to get these points captured. So the heavy fighter role is, as you can see along the bottom here, all about assaulting the territories. It's not really about defending them once you have them. It's get in, get them capped, and then move on to the next one. So we need to get much more involved in that now. I really don't want to be hanging around by myself either. So perhaps it might be worth heading across here into the middle. I should really... yes, here's where I'm at. Yeah, go for the middle or go for that point down the bottom. You know what? I think I might just go down south. Nothing. It's going to put a halt in the action a little bit here for a second, but I think it's probably more important to get these sectors captured and then assault the ones that have already been taken. Okay, so looks like there are lots of bad guys. It seems like there's twice as many red players as there are blue in this game at the moment. They are everywhere. Okay, so let's have a look. What have we got going on around here? So we are a lot higher than all these guys, so it might be some diving runs done. So get down, hammer whatever I'm firing at, and then pull up and escape is probably the best bet for me. Just because there's a lot of them, and I've got some allies coming up behind now, but there's still not a lot. Okay, so I'm just putting the boost in here. I'm going to help pick off this group over here, and then turn around and head back in towards the middle. So this poor guy is now probably wondering why I'm behind him again. And yeah, I think I shot him down just before. So sorry about that, but yeah, not really sorry. Alright, let's get around and help our team with this guy. He's nice and close. Excellent damage, look at that. Beautiful. Between myself and that Japanese plane there, yeah, he didn't stand much of a chance. Okay, so there's a 0 up ahead, which is going to be mine. Now, they are very lightly armored. They don't have a whole lot of hit points. And, well, yeah, you saw what happened there. Oh, a collision. Well, he's very lucky to survive. Look at that. Wow. All right. So that's the point. Oh, don't run into me. Don't run into me. Ah. Damn. As couldn't do anything about that. I'll send him an apology in the chat. Yeah, very good example there, guys. This thing just doesn't turn at all. It takes a very long time for it to move its mass around. You see a big, slow thing, but, you know, you can't do a whole lot about that. And, yeah, I wasn't really paying much attention, just sitting here talking to you guys and off in my own little world. Okay, so let's head to the middle here. I want to stay primarily with my team. I don't want to get isolated, because once you do that in a big, slow fighter like this, you're in a bit of trouble. So we'll get this guy out. Oh, accuracy is terrible, but hopefully he's just going for somebody else and not me. Alright, okay, that's really good. So, didn't want to team up on me and get my guns out of the game, so that's perfectly fine. So I'll just get behind these guys again, and yeah, we'll send them back to the respawn. So he's getting a little bit closer. There we are. Get these cannons, probably just a little far away yet. There we go, that's much better. Look at that damage go. Love this aircraft, it is fantastic. Okay, now let's come around and we'll finish this guy off, but we really need to get stuck in. Okay, you know what I'm thinking, guys? I'm probably just going to go straight for the middle now. I need to get out of this tunnel vision fighting the fighters, and I need to help my team by securing these points. So we'll get this guy out. Beautiful firepower, thank you very much. Alright, let's head to the center, and I'm going to boost out of here, just so nobody thinks they should be chasing me. Now, what's up there? Okay, yep, I don't think they want a bar of me at the moment, which works perfectly. Now, yeah, the team is quite far behind, so I don't know really if whatever I do here is going to be all that helpful, but we'll see how we go. Ooh, that's Beavers, he shot me down earlier. Maybe at least there'll be a chance for some revenge. Okay. No, looks like, yeah, these guys are defending this position fairly solidly as well, so this might be a bit of a mistake. We'll see. Okay, high survivability aircraft, defensive aircraft, that's what we want. Ooh, that was close. Okay, let's get these cannons working. So, very good against at attacking these high survivability aircraft, and oh yeah, I'm in a whole lot of hurt. I definitely made a mistake coming over here. Oh man, pilot's gone, my plane is absolutely wrecked. It is time to go. Yep. And that's it, and that was after the squall, unfortunately, so bit of a rubbish end there. Yeah, I think it's probably something that a lot of pilots in these aircraft suffer from. You get a bit tunnel visioned, and you can't really go anywhere by yourself, even though the role of it is to take your high survivability and get out there and try and capture the points. I mean, you can see it now here. Like, look how this team is just spread out all over the place. And I was trying to look for opportunities to assault, you know, and help take the positions, but yeah, it just didn't really work for me, unfortunately. But got some combat points by the look of it. So I'm going to jump back into the hangar, and yeah, we'll go through the scores and we'll have a quick chat about the aircraft in general. Back in a sec. Alrighty, and we are back. So a very sound defeat there. Unfortunately, we got flogged. But not a whole lot we could really do about it. They were all over us. So just a small pile of credits for this one, just over 16,000 credits, but 1,323 experience, which isn't too bad for a defeat. I'm quite happy with that, and 66 free experience. So overall, the XP wasn't too bad. And jumping across into the score here. So look, I was. Yeah, like I'd realised probably about halfway through that map that I hadn't really done a lot in terms of what I was supposed to contribute to the game. And I put it down to the fact that I'm probably not as experienced as I am in this role of fighter. I'm not really sure what to look for and the opportunities to take yet. But still got 10 kills, so it earned us 2 chevrons overall, and that's 10 kills and 5 assists. So you can see there in this game, guys, that a lot of the aircraft, when they're flying directly towards you, if they're not, say, the Japanese guys, or they haven't already been taking some damage, then there's a good chance that you aren't going to be able to hit them enough to kill them as they're coming on, and they'll fly around behind you, and then your teammates will take them out down the track. So don't be too disheartened about getting a lot of assists, even if you're used to playing fighters and getting a lot more kills than assists. Sometimes in this role of aircraft, you might just have to take the assist points more so than the kills, and just try your hardest to secure the kills on those big, slow-moving, high survivability guys, like the bombers, for example. But still, I'm reasonably happy with 10 kills, and we got involved in 2 captures there. So yeah, overall, probably just got some improving to do on the taking it to the enemy side of things. And across into the team score, and yeah, 12,030 combat points. It definitely earned us a first place for combat points, but the P40 here, the Tier 5 American fighter, earned the 3rd chevron, which put him up top. So well played to that guy. Definitely happy to see that there was somebody that was really aware of their role, and looks like they did quite well. And overall, 4 aircraft on our team earning chevrons, but you can see the main difference here, why that we lost so well. Yeah, well, basically we got flogged, didn't we? You look at 4 guys earning chevrons here, and these guys not at all, and 2 extra planes. I mean, it's only 2 really, but it does make a big difference when you've got multiple people. So what, half of that team who were aware of their role and actively playing towards achieving their mission. And excellent work here by whoever's flying the Spitfire 1 here. Excellent game to you. Alrighty, so that pretty much wraps this one up, guys. Hopefully you got a good opportunity to see how it moves and how the guns work. And I didn't actually fire any rockets, I realised. I completely forgot that I put them on. And I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll get a little better with the heavy fighters, sorry, and probably bring another video or so. I think this grind's going to take me a little bit of time to get to the Tier 6, just because I'm kind of getting a few planes now. I've got a few Tier 6s that I'm working my way through, and yeah, it's starting to take a lot longer to get these get ready for these videos, because yeah, the XP starts to get up there when you're getting up into tiers 5 and 6. Alrighty guys, if you like what you see, please give the video a like, and if you want to see more World of Warplanes content, please subscribe. I'll be bringing hopefully a lot more videos out for you guys. At least one a week. It really depends on the days off and the time after work that I have to do it. But I'm definitely grinding away. I'm working my way through these aircraft as quickly as I can, so I can hopefully be fairly regular with the videos for you guys. Thanks so much for all the support that's come through and all the comments. I'm having a really good time reading them and seeing you guys recognize me in game, and trying to make it as hard for me as possible to get involved is quite fun. I'm having a really good time, and the messages you send me after the game are also making it very much worthwhile, the grind time and the video making process. Alrighty, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm the Nerdy Beard. Take it easy.